here. Match week 28 in the Premier League, and let's get right at it by looking at the fixtures. So, we're going to take a quick look here at a few of the key matches and fixtures from the weekend, starting with the first one, the lunchtime kickoff over in the UK. Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 0. So, City just keeps hitting what I believe the 15 or 20 supporters across the country. I'm just kidding, City fans. Um, City supporters have to believe that every time they watch this side, it feels like a new low. 9 losses. And I think if you have to like take that into account and realize Manchester City hasn't lost 9 matches combined over the last 3 campaigns, and they have 9 losses in 27 or 28 matches played. So, with 10 matches to go, they are on pace for the lowest amount of points as they've had in any season since Pep Guardiola is taking over. They've had a lot of issues with the overall stance and how they've gone about turning over their squad. They've purchased quite a few players in January, but they haven't really bedded in very well. As good as Mamouche looks, I'm not sure that he shows that he actually makes Holland any better and that he fits. They still haven't replaced Julian Alvarez. They've never really solved the conundrum, which is, can Phil Foden play in a side with Kevin De Bruyne? And I think the jury's still out when it comes to that. And more than anything, they clearly were way too lopsided. But I think making the comment that it's all down to Rodri's injury is in some ways letting Pep off the hook, because I'm sorry, if you are the biggest and the best side in the world, as they've tried to make themselves out to be over the last few years, I don't think you can be so dependent on one player that if you lose a Spanish defensive midfielder, the whole entire thing falls apart. And it feels to me like they had the pieces in that squad that should have been able to offset it. So I question, and we'll talk a little bit about this in a little bit further along in the program. I wonder if there isn't more at play here, where it's really down to Pep, what's happening in his professional life, his personal life, and how those things are intertwining to maybe aid in what has been a rapid decline for Manchester City. Um, as a Liverpool supporter who has lost multiple trophies by a point or two to a side that may or may not have cheated 115 times, not bitter at all. I struggle to have sympathy with the professional side of things. But as someone who has had their personal life impact their professional life in the past, I do know that the man is human. So if these things are factoring into it, I can kind of understand, and we'll touch upon that a little bit further into the program. Let's look back at